Happy April.
Oh, God, yes.
Can't believe it's April.
Today's April 16th, as a matter of fact.
Yes,
We're
it is.
halfway through.
Halfway through.
Hopefully everybody remembered to do their taxes.
Had to file an extension. I'm Terry,
I'm Diana.
and we are for the Stitcher Soul. We own the shop located at the corner of Norman Skill Boulevard and Delaware Avenue, across from the Hannaford. And we've been here, it will be what, 2 years? No.
Yes.
Is it 2 years? 3.
3.
3 years we will be here, because I was in the other place 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going on our 3rd year here.
Yes. Because
And
that's when I started doing when you were here.
Yep.
And you and I next March will be 4 years going to retreat, because that's when I started doing the videos with you.
Right.
After market.
Right. Excellent. So anyhow, as I said, we have an online store as well. So that's for thestitchersoul.com. So check that out. And we're making changes and doing all kinds of great things, because Diane's got great ideas and I've got great ideas, and we're merging them together.
Oh, also, you know what you got to do when you're driving? Is that what's the main
Delaware
road?
Ave.
Delaware Ave. Can't tell I'm not around here. You got to see the sign. We got a new window display.
We got a new window display,
So
and
you
I
gotta
keep
drive
adding
by,
little things
yep.
to it. So
You
cool.
got to drive by and
Gotta
see
see
it.
our
Yes.
window. It's fun.
I keep needing to say that, and I keep forgetting.
Alrighty then. So we talked about the website. We talked about where we're located. Whitgo numbers for this month are
16 and 20.
16 and 20, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't been able to touch anything. I've had a lot going on the last couple weeks. So I haven't been able to do much of any of my own personal stitching. How about you?
I did. I am polar opposite. I get nervous when I have too many projects. And I have a different bag. This bag
I
came
love
from my
that bag.
sister.
That's pretty. I like
Orange
it.
Every time I look at it, there's a lady here that's a die-hard orange fan.
It's pretty. It's very springy. I like the fact that the zipper's at the top.
I do
Yeah.
too. And they've been doing this forever and a day.
Creative
This is
Country.
out by my sister.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I love that. That's really
Yes.
cool.
And I like it. It's small. It's not, but I catch it on everything. So I don't think they come smaller than this.
No, they come rectangular,
yeah.
but that's it.
But I will say this, I do like a good top zip.
Yeah.
I do like a top zip. But I have been, this one,
Oh, yeah, you showed that.
Yes.
We were talking about your fabric.
yes.
Here.
And
This one. Lovely Dove by the Artsy Housewife.
so I've been doing, and I didn't take it out of the hoop. Oh, I should take it out of the hoop so you can see the top
Oh,
part.
it's coming out nice.
You
got a lot done.
I can, if it's quiet and it rained the weather
Pretty
wasn't all
consistent.
Yes. But
Oh, I do like that.
come to
Wait till you see.
the material from what the picture shows is completely different.
The picture looks like it's green.
Yes. But it's
Okay.
not. It's not the color.
And it calls for natural. Okay?
Never
That
thought.
doesn't look like natural. That looks like green. So, look what she did.
So I did, halfway through, I read the directions. And that's what
I
did.
like it. Are you going to do a pillow?
I haven't decided yet. I think I may. And, but
What size did you use?
I use 16. Because I was my original thought was to do it
'Cause
as a pillow.
The model is for 36 count. So,
That'd be 18.
yeah.
Yeah, I did it on 16
I
because
think
I
that
wanted
would be
it.
pretty as a
And I
pillow.
think I did it on 16 because I like the color,
Mhm.
and I think that, and I didn't have this in 18.
Mhm.
And it's just a solid piece of green that
What-
I had old.
Oh, it wasn't labeled?
No,
Okay.
it's just something I had picked up somewhere or
Pretty.
with my, most likely my sister. She always sends me a box for my birthday because she knows I like to do this. But the thing is, this right here
Yeah.
calls for
You tell them I'll hold it.
it calls for Tahiti orange. But again, the picture doesn't show it as orange. So I decided.
I know the lighting is terrible.
Yeah. But it shows up as
Yellow.
yellow.
A
So
goldish yellow.
I decided
Sorry.
that I'm going to go with what the picture looks like because I like the picture. So I chose as close to what I think is, and that looks it. But can I just say, look at it on a white background.
Yeah, white's pretty too.
Well, now I kind of wish, go the other way, on the white. If I had done it on a white background, and I didn't until I was showing Vince after I got majority of the bird done. He goes to me, you know, I kind of like it better on the white because it shows up a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I looked at, and I didn't even register, and I kind of looked at it and said, ooh, yeah. But I think I would have had to done it on a different color material. But see, now when you look at it in white, doesn't it almost look like green?
Mm-hmm.
And that wouldn't look right. But
We got a few people watching. Quite a few people watching. We got lots of people
Oh,
watching. Some people who have made comments. We've got Celine, good morning. Good morning, Vince. How are you? Audrey's watching.
Oh.
Paula's watching. Patty's watching. We got lots more people.
Oh.
And Sarah.
Sarah.
Hello, Miss Sarah. Sister Lou Stitches. Sorry, I had a minor brain fart there.
it's catchy.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to stick to the format?
Christine. Hello.
Oh, hi.
So we have lots of people watching. Some people put in put in comments and others don't. And depending on what's going on, we can show them. All right, what do you want to do next?
Okay. We talked about what we stitched. Oh, you're going to show what you stitched.
Oh, well, I can talk about what I stitch when we talk about the calendar and the classes.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to just go right into the calendar?
Let's just go right into the calendar. So last week, this past Saturday, we had the first class for beginner hardanger, and the ladies had a nice time, and they got quite a bit accomplished. Basically, they're working on ornaments. A nice, small, easy to do stitch, and using 25 count hardanger and
Can they see through it?
28 number 8 pearl cotton. And traditional hardanger is white on white. The ladies
Is it
chose,
really?
yes, traditional hardanger is white on white or ivory on ivory. But the ladies chose different colors so that they could see while they were learning, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing to do when you're first beginning. You can also, we used, let me see, where is it? I know it's in here. This is the pattern we're using by Donna Olson, Festive Ornaments. We're working on the snowflake because it's the easiest of all of those. So we're doing the snowflake, and you can use colors. Quite a few people do. However, as I said, traditional is white on white. It's a Norwegian needlework. And Donna is from the Midwest and was taught by Norwegian Norwegian women, so she learned the traditional way of making doing the hardanger.
Now you gridded this, right?
Well, I know you can't see it real well, but one of the things Donna teaches is laying down a grid line in your on your fabric so that you know that your stitches are lining out and your count is correct, so that you don't get all the way around. I know you can't see it real well. I'm sorry. There you go. So you don't get all the way around to the other side and realize that you're off somewhere.
Ooh.
As long as your grid line matches up with your cluster block in the appropriate location, you know you're doing well. And the ladies were doing very well. They got all the way around their middle and started on their blanket stitch.
I got a dumb question to ask.
No
and
dumb
I don't
questions.
Think I don't know if you could see it when you show it, but your line, the lines that you do, I think it's 3 or 4, like here.
Yeah, the cluster blocks.
Okay, and then does it? I mean, you've got some going this way and then some going this way.
That's how it goes.
Oh, okay.
They go in opposite directions to form your design.
Ah, okay. It's pretty cool.
It is. It's a lot of fun. It's not really difficult once you figure out how to do it. As long as you remember that you're not counting holes, you're counting threads, and the stitch is done over 4 threads for 5 stitches. And as long as you remember your 4 and your 5, you're good. So class 2 comes up this week, and we will continue on with that. That class is 10:30 to 12:30 on Saturday. And there is room. It's a 4-week class, $6 a class. If you want to come in, you can certainly join us for the class. We can get you up to speed, and
that would be Saturday the 19th.
Yep, Saturday the 19th.
So 10:30 to 12 is the hardanger class.
The hardanger class.
Now, needlepoint.
We will be starting the needlepoint class on Saturday afternoon from 1 to 3. And here is the model. Okay. And every week, it's a 16 class program. Every week you learn a new stitch or 2. And this is the block that we will work on. You will learn 2 stitches in your first class. I didn't complete them because I plan on continuing to show people in the class. But you're going to be learning this stitch, which is called the basket weave. And this one is just a 10th stitch. And you're going to be able to pick your initial, and I'll show you how to center it in the grid. So you'll learn those 2. You're going to be learning about all your supplies and learning your 2 stitches. And then every week thereafter, you'll be learning a new stitch. Maybe 2, depending on how well you pick them up.
Wow. I like how you did that. I like how you did right here. Look how perfect that is.
Thank you. That
Now,
is.
Can you use any kind of tacks in this?
As long as it's a brass tack, you don't want to use anything else. These brass tacks work pretty well. You just got to be careful because you don't want, if you're working on it a long time or you're set it aside, you don't want the thing to rust. So there's the needle point right there. That will be your first class. So, and I look forward to doing it. You're going to be allowed to pick the colors that you want to use, so you're not stuck with mine. I actually am using
I was just gonna say, what kind
a
of
really
material?
cool color palette We used number 5 Pro Cotton, and this is the color pack, color choices I made, because I just love those colors. They're some of my favorite colors. So I'm doing my sample in that, and what I'm going to do with mine when it's finished is I am going to make it a pillow. But you could make it a pocketbook. You could frame it and put it on the wall. So and everyone's going to get an initial.
And that's what,
So you can put your initial on it.
it's behind us too.
That's counted canvas, similar in nature to needlepoint. And what's really cool is the stitches I'm teaching you, you will be able to use with counted canvas. And these behind us are pieces done by our local EGA group, and they donated them for us to put up for display so that you can see what is possible once you take this class. So
They did gorgeous work.
oh, they do. They're a talented group of ladies. And just in case you're interested, EGA is open for membership, and they actually have their studio group here on the last Wednesday of the month.
Yep, every 4 weeks.
Every 4 weeks, they have their studio time here. So if you're interested, you could pop by and talk to them about possibly becoming a member of the Embroiderers Guild of America. There's also American
That's, yeah,
Needlepoint Group, or it's called ANG.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's another group that if you're really interested in needlepoint, they're really focused in needlepoint. Embroiderers Guild does it all. So, alrighty, so those are those 2 classes.
Okay, and then as always, if you could think of a class that you would like to learn how to do, I know we are we're so busy that we got a budget maybe is not the right word. We have to plan out our classes, like everything else,
Right.
because I don't want to rush everybody through. We've started now with stitch-alongs, which is fine. But
We also have beginner embroidery. We don't have one booked right now, but Lisa does a great beginner embroidery class.
Yep.
So if you want to learn how to do some basic embroidery stitches, Lisa's a great teacher,
Yep.
and we can schedule a class at any point. We need to have a minimum of 4 people,
did you
maximum of 10.
Did you see what she came in Saturday and stitched? Did you see what she was stitching?
I'm trying to remember. Remind me.
Peacock.
Oh, yes.
Peacock.
Yes, she was
and
stitching
the
a peacock.
plume of the peacock was all different stitches. And the colors. Oh,
She is a phenomenal embroiderer.
Yeah,
she
she
really
really
does a
is.
nice job.
Yep.
So
But it wasn't until she started coming, because she was originally came here as a hand quilter.
yep,
And then
she came to hang out with us.
Yes. And like we say,
converted her. We
needle-
brought her to the dark
dark
side.
So, oh my God. So then she got interested, and then she very slowly slid in that she does needlepoint very quietly. She's like a silent little missile.
Yeah.
She snuck in that she embroiders like that, and then as soon as we found that out, everybody was like, "Ooh!" Yeah, and she does. Lisa, I'll give you that. She does very
Lisa,
nice work.
She really does an amazing job.
Yes, she does.
So we're very lucky to have her as part of our team.
Yep. So you need to come in. And then Saturday, we had quite a few new people come in,
Cool.
which was nice. It slows the process up because you got to load them into the system because we're paperless. But it's fun to watch them because usually when you come in, the door chimes.
We have a doorbell.
Yes, we have the doorbell. But now the funny thing is, it's loud,
Mhm.
And I didn't think I'd ever get used to that doorbell. And there's times when I'm in the back doing work and that doorbell goes off and I'm like, did the doorbell just go off? And I don't hear it. But the ladies are usually, you got a customer up front, and then I usually run up. But we had quite a few of them. And I brought them back. A couple of the ladies I brought back
Uh-huh.
that came in to show them, because we had quite a few people here on Saturday.
Yeah, I had to bug out on Saturday afternoon, but yeah, there was quite a few here Saturday.
Yes. So the tables were completely full.
Actually, there's practically every day we're open. There's people here.
Yes.
Which is wonderful.
It really is. My grandson came in. My grandson
Vince.
helped. Yep, my grandson helped. Like we always say, in our house, if you say Vince, everybody's going to answer you. But he came in and he helped me do things for a retreat
Cool.
that's coming up. So he did that. And we were chit-chatting, and the ladies chit-chatted and whatever. But we had quite a few new people, which is nice to see a new face.
Yep.
We bring them back, and everybody's welcome.
Yeah, we're trying to spread the word
Yes.
that we're here now
Yep.
that, especially now that Joanne's
It's
is closed or closing. Interestingly enough, I mean, we don't even carry the same things, or a lot of let me rephrase that. A lot of the things we carry are not what was carried in Joanne's anyway.
Yep.
We carry specialty flosses, specialty fabric. We carry different patterns for cross stitch, and we do happen to carry other things that Joanne's did, like your nizzers. Yeah, that's a cross between a needle and a scissor. A nizzer. Needles, scissors, frame, hoops, frames.
Yep.
We do have that kind of stuff, but we carry unique things too. So,
Yes, we
but we're working on getting the word out there,
yes we are.
and we appreciate all of your help.
Yes.
Because
yes.
we know you guys are out there sharing the information and encouraging people to come in.
Which is nice. And
Absolutely.
It's fun to see a new face and chit-chat.
And much appreciated.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
Yes, because I usually sneak in before I bring somebody in and tell the ladies that are the regular Saturdays, you got to be nice. But they always are. They're always fun, and they chit-chat, and
and you're a shoo-in if you like black licorice.
Yes. Yes. They'll love you for life. But yeah, we always have, the ladies always have a good time when they're here.
Did I hear you say we have a retreat?
Yes, we do. We have a retreat coming up.
Oh,
Yes.
do tell.
We have a retreat coming
Do
up
tell.
the weekend after Easter, and that is Friday the 25th and Saturday the 26th. And we still have seats available.
Mhm.
We like a small retreat because everybody chit-chats and everybody talks and they share. Do you want to do this? I mean, look at this material, look at this material. And quite a few of the ladies, I know one lady, and I'm not going to say her name, she started brand new, knew nothing about cross stitch.
Mhm.
She was a quilter
Mhm.
and happened to come in, and you taught her how to stitch. And she started out doing 14. And then she moved, a couple months ago, she moved up to 16. And now
She's branching out all over
she's
the place.
all over the place. All over the place. And it's nice to see. And then the ladies are very, very encouraging. And if you are struggling with something, they'll know an easy way of figuring it out. They'll know an easy trick to show you. And if you're not sure on a color, and to be completely honest, when I started stitching this, I wasn't 100% sure. And I asked everybody Saturday, including Terry, what do you think about doing it the same as the pattern? Big discussion, and it was mutual. to do it the way the pattern looked, not the way. So I only changed up a couple colors, but it's always nice for somebody to say, no, you're on the right track.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because
There's a wealth of knowledge in the room when we have everyone together, between Diane and I and the ladies. I mean, everybody has a chunk of knowledge that they're more than willing to share.
Yep, and Paula just said, even if you don't like black licorice, we'll still let you come in.
It's just funny that we all like black licorice. Most of us. There's a couple who don't, but
Yeah.
for the majority of us, we all love black licorice.
Yes, we do, and we always have an array of munchies here.
Oh.
I mean, we no longer have a traditional. We went from a bowl to. I always think of them as the
Shoe
shoe
boxes,
boxes,
yeah.
the plastic shoe
Colored
box.
shoe boxes.
Yep. And then we went to a Rubbermaid container, bigger than a laptop computer, and high, and what it's
Yeah.
like maybe this
It's
big
about
and
18
that
inches
big.
tall.
Yeah. And that is chock
It's full.
full. And that's our candy jar.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you leave hungry, it's not by the sheer fact that there isn't things to eat here.
I mean, we've got Cheez-Its, Rice Krispie treats, pretzels.
So we
Yes.
digress.
Yes.
So we digress. What else do you want to tell? What else do we want to tell them about the retreat?
Well, we have the trunk shows are starting to roll in, which is nice. We got some fabric in.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous fabric. I didn't look at my big toe.
Yep.
Yep, we got theirs.
My
in.
big toe's in. We-
Fabric's in.
We
My Big Toe.
apparently have another package that UPS will be delivering, so
I'm
I'm
hoping
sure
it's more than one package.
because
which would
we
be
are
nice.
expecting a couple more coming in. The retreat, as she said, is Friday and Saturday. Stitching is 9 to 6, both days. Lunch is provided.
Yep.
So
Which is
we
nice.
have that.
Friday is exclusive shopping.
Yep. For anyone who's attending a retreat, you get first crack at the trunk shows. And
Saturday
and
also.
shopping.
but
Saturday
Saturday's not exclusive.
exclusive. No,
Yeah.
it's open to the store is open and anyone is
Welcome to come
open
in.
to the trunk shows.
Yep. Lunch. Oh, Smalls Exchange. That's something because some people are coming on Friday
Mhm.
but can't come on Saturday.
Mhm.
And that's something that we decided that we were going to do a Smalls Exchange, but because some people aren't here on
We'll just do it Friday. Oh, how are we going to do that? Because some people aren't coming. Are they all coming Friday, or are they just? We'll have to look at that. You know what? Bring a small, and whoever's brought a small gets to
or you could
do
do
exchange.
if you want to do. If they want to do two Smalls Exchange, do one on Friday and one on Saturday, they can. Or
Yeah.
if you wanted just to do it on Friday and then just watch Saturday, whatever. So what if we just
It's
leave
up
it
in
open?
the air. I think we
Yeah.
should leave it open and let the ladies decide.
Decide what day you
It's
want
their
to do.
it's their retreat.
Yeah, yeah. So you could either do one or two. I finished mine. That's. Mine is. I just have to finish it, but it's all stitched. So you could do the Smalls retreat. You could do one if you want, and you're a fast stitcher. Do one Friday. If you put in, you get out. And if you want to
You
do
bring
it again
one,
on
you get
Saturday,
one.
and we'll do it Saturday for the people that do it on Saturday. Just keep in mind what you want to do, because when you give me your Smalls Exchange, you're going to get a ticket.
Mhm.
So I can keep track of, or I may just even write it down on a sheet of paper. Might be easier, and then just call the names as they give their type thing.
Yep.
And do it that way, because I don't want You know what I mean? So you decide how you want to do it. If you want to do two, you're more than welcome. One for Friday, one for Saturday. And if you want to do one and you want to do it on Saturday, but you're coming both days, it's on you. You just have to tell me what you want to do. I think that's probably the easiest way, because we do have a couple, at least 4 people, I think, aren't coming on Friday, but not coming on Saturday.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's the way
Yeah.
it's working out.
So rather than fit into a mold, you tell me. I think that's probably the easiest way of doing it.
Sounds like it.
And I'm all about being easy, except for Vince. Okay, we talked about the calendar. We talked about the retreat. If, as always, if you have any questions about the retreat, give the shop a call. Either Terry or I will answer, and we can explain.
Mm-hmm.
No biggie. I want you to feel
No
comfortable.
stress.
Yeah, stress-free here. Now, do you want to see what's new in the shop?
Go for it.
Okay, we have bag of the month. And I just think this is
We have
adorable.
other new things, but of
Yeah.
course we can't show you till after
The retreat. Yes. We have this is this month's bag of the month.
So
Just
cute.
Isn't it?
Absolutely adorable. I love it.
Very vintagey,
Mhm.
which I absolutely love. I love the green, just sings to me.
Yeah.
And then
She does such a nice job. Deb Walker makes our bags.
and that's
And
the inside.
she does such a really, really good job on them that we're very pleased with them.
I
She
only,
always picks the most unique fabrics.
I only have 2 of these bags left. I know.
Really?
Yeah.
They went with hotcakes on Saturday, huh?
Yes. So if there's, if you like it, just keep in mind, I didn't expect them to sell out this fast, but apparently everybody loves vintage. And the other thing that I forgot to show you was another thing that's almost sold out was the Punch Needle magazine.
Oh, wonderful. It's sold out?
I only have 1 left,
Excellent.
which is really, really nice.
Saturday afternoon was busy.
They did. And fabric of the month. I'm going to show you. Pretty. The name of it is London Fog. Could I have you show that? And I will open this. That's the Ada. And it's a pretty sampler color.
It's a grayish blue, I guess
Yeah.
you could. It's more gray than blue, but it's pretty.
Depending on the light, too. Sometimes, like, look at this. Doesn't that show up almost as lavender?
Yes, this is Lugana, and the Lugana took the fabric differently, and
Yeah.
it does. It looks almost like a
Purpley, lavender.
periwinkle,
Yes,
a periwinkle color.
better.
But then when you lay it flat and the light hits it differently, it's a grayish color. So it's interesting the way when the light hits it.
Yeah. So that's very pretty. Again, very popular. It's a pretty neutral color. And I noticed a lot of the designers are going towards the gray colors.
Really?
The grays and the browns, I think, are. And of course, I went hunting through my stash. I don't have a lot of gray. So that and the different shades of brown,
Mm-hmm.
like like the cream, when you put cream over cream, a lot of
Like a
cream in.
latte color?
Yes. I noticed a lot of designers are doing that, and then just a tinge darker on the brown
Mm-hmm.
side, which is really, really nice. But then again, I don't have those colors, so sorry, Vince. And you have it over there.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. We are gonna premiere something that's on sale. And so this first one, sale one, is, I just happen to be going through, and I have say I like it. I have it up front, and I put it up front on Thursday. It's on sale for $7, and it's a good size book. But for somebody, I like this. I like writing what I do down, how I did it, when I did it. It's like journaling to me. I like doing it. Plus,
It's similar to the,
right, and it's easier for
kind
me.
of. Mine's a little bit different. The ones that we put in the planner, which,
I have to say, I do like the little sayings,
mhm.
and this saying is cute. A poor man works from sun to sun, but a poor woman work is never done, which I think is really cute, and that's the saying on the bottom, and each one of them has which I thought was really pretty, a picture plus a cute saying, and I like the picture. And there's another color, it's like a brassy orange color, which I like. And this is easy for me. I can just drop it in, because I write it in my binder.
Mhm.
And I don't always very rarely do I carry my binder. So if I finish something at home, I write it in my binder.
Mhm.
But for the most part, I like this because I can fit it in my tote bag. My planner.
Are you going to answer this question?
Which one?
Audrey's.
Something small.
Will there be crap bags? You'll have to see.
Not saying, but all know Diane does love a good crap bag.
Do you want Mary Ellen to bring cookies on Saturday?
If Mary Ellen chooses, I know when I go home.
You can
Mrs.
bring
Cook-
anything you want, guys. I mean, we're pretty open.
Yeah, and I know the minute I come home, it's going to be tonight when I come home to pick him up to go get the boys. Why didn't you say yes the instant she asked it?
He loves her cookies.
Oh
She does
my
make
God.
awesome oatmeal cookies.
Yes. And you managed to talk her into doing in the new planner.
Yes. Yep.
Because you altered the way you do you're doing the planner.
I am working on it, though. I'm kind of in a quandary at this point because of tariffs, whether we're going to be able to do them this year or not. I'm looking for a U.S. printer, so keep
If someone knows
checking it
somebody,
out, because I'm trying to find a cost-effective option with the tariffs being imposed. Got to find another option here, so they may be a little delayed.
which is sad.
But we'll
There's a will.
see
there's
if
a
we
way.
can figure it out.
So we did.
Paula says we need crap bags.
Really, I do. They're fun. They're just fun.
Mm-hmm.
I do love. I don't know. Since the very first, because I remember when I first started coming here, they were in the fabric room, and I
gotta be honest. It was an idea that came up in another group that I was in, and so I thought I'd give them a try. And when I was down at the old store, and I put them out, and everybody loved them. One man would come in every week and buy one because his wife loved them. So he would come in every week until they were gone.
But the fun thing is, you just don't know what you're going to get in it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a present.
Exactly, and it's unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it reminds me of? The fun, and I have to say this. The little thread packs, the mystery thread, the threads.
Oh, yeah.
The mystery thread packs that we've been bringing back.
From Gentle Arts.
Yes, and
Yep.
they're just as much fun as, and how sad is this? I start Monday. I got up and cleaned, did all my usual things that I do on Monday. Usually vacuum, clean the house,
Mhm.
catch up on the laundry and stuff like that. And then I usually get it done and try very hard to get it done by 9 o'clock. So I did. And then I looked and I said, you know what? I have to go downstairs. I have to go downstairs and I have to clean my sewing room. And I'm going to tell you, it took me from 9 o'clock to 4 in the afternoon to get it done. It took me that long to get it neat. And I didn't like weed out stuff or whatever. It was just
Organizing.
what I did was I got the tote bag, like Price Chopper,
Mhm.
the reusable bags.
Mhm.
I just lined them up. I just took piles and I sorted out into the bags.
Mhm.
And then I just took it. I must have had at least a month and a half's worth of thread
Uh-huh.
that I had, plus the thread that I bought here at the retreat.
Mhm.
So I was like, holy moly. And then I just threw things in because I picked up some fabric
Uh-huh.
at market. And I was like, oh my God. So I had to put everything, I managed to get everything away, but it was kind of like, shove it in, quick, shut the door type thing. So I have to go back in and clean that. But I can't see Forrest Gump. What did he say?
He can see Forrest Gump sitting on the bench saying, "Life is like a bag of crap." Oh, Vince, you're too funny.
So he goes to me. I came upstairs to start dinner on Monday at little after 4 when I was finally done. I weeded out some of my books,
Mhm.
which they will go up, and because I had some repeat ones.
Mhm.
But basically what the man said to me when I was done, you got a retreat coming up. Why did you bother cleaning it? You know it's only going to be a mess. The retreat again. I'm like, you're right. But then it got to the point where I can't find stuff anymore.
I know.
So I have to do it.
You don't want to see my
But you have a
craft room.
Beautiful craft
I do,
room.
and
You
I need to
really
clean
do.
it so that it functions the way it's supposed to, instead of having piles everywhere and I have little paths going through. I have to clean it.
I do. It's just
It's just not been on the priority list as
no.
of late.
Let me just say, I know that feeling. It's just, I don't know. This year, so far has gotten, I want to say since maybe October,
Mhm.
time is just, I can't keep up. Do you know what I mean? It's like I either spend, and we're not even going to discuss my walk-in closet upstairs in my bedroom, but which is the next thing I have to do.
I need to declutter my entire
I know,
house.
and that's exactly.
And I need time, and I don't have time.
You know?
I need time, and I don't have it.
I'm retired, but I just, between, it seems like now I have less, maybe I just manage my time better when I worked and then.
Yeah, because anybody who's retired says the same thing. I don't understand. I got all this work done and worked. Why am I not able to get it done now?
Exactly, and that's what Vince Erdy's
Every
going out.
retired person I've ever talked to has said the same thing.
And I feel like I have less time now than I did before.
I think it's because you budgeted it and you multitask differently. Because you only had a set amount of time. Now, your time is your own. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I don't have to be to work for 8 o'clock in the morning. So, I don't have to do the laundry at 8 o'clock the night before in order to have closed for, or I don't have to do anything.
But the sad thing is, it's only the two of us.
I
It's
know.
just Vince and I. And I want to say, I have more laundry. I have no idea. It's like a little like a sock, and it'll say, "Come on with me." and then hits the laundry room. I swear to God, at nighttime they wiggle out and they go into the, because I have an ungodly amount of socks and dirty clothes.
I always end, no, I swear to God, there are sock gremlins that come into people's houses because I put them all in the same basket to take them down to do the laundry. I put them in the same washer. So please tell me, and they all go, everything goes in the dryer. So please tell me from the washer to the dryer how a sock can disappear. Can you tell me this?
My laundry room, because Vince and I built our house, and what I figured was I wanted the laundry room to be on the second floor where all the bedrooms are.
Easier to put clothes away.
Exactly. But because the laundry room is on the second floor, it makes, I have to have a chimney sweep come and do
The dryer.
yes, because and I had the fireplace too, because I have gas fireplace. So I'm always afraid of that I'm going to have a
fire in the
right. So the guy comes, and if he knows that you have little kids, he has like Mary Poppins, Dick Van Dyke. He puts the big top hat on.
Oh, really?
It's really, really, and he's got the brooms and stuff like that. And he goes all out for the little kids when they come. And
He's Bert.
Yes. And I keep asking him, when you put the brushes in, everything comes out, and he goes, every teeny piece of lint comes out, and I go to him, then you must be ready to pull out all my socks. Because that's where I think my socks are sitting in the dryer, because it sucks them up, like the bathrooms when you flush on a ship, that make that horrid, scary noise. But I think that's where my socks go. Yeah. Oh.
Yes, that's true.
I didn't.
Chim chim jeree.
Yep. But he's cute when he comes.
Shake
he's very
my hand.
cute. Yeah. He's very cute when he comes. The neighborhood kids will watch, and then he'll come in, and then he'll do the clicking of the two heels.
Oh,
with the
really?
bride. Yeah. He's a
Nice guy.
Very, very nice guy. And he's been.
Of course, kids nowadays, do they even know who Mary Poppins is?
I think because of the new one that came out maybe 3 or 4 years ago. There's a new one.
There's a new one.
Is it Emily Blunt did it?
Oh, yes. Yes.
She came out with it.
Yep.
Which is very, very, because I have the original back
I forgot
then.
about that one. Yeah, I have
VHS.
Yeah, with
I have it in VHS.
Julie Andrews.
And Dick Van Dyke.
Yep.
And I don't remember who played Bert in the new one.
I don't remember.
I just remember her. But Mary Poppins, I've got the original. We got it because we're big Disney fans.
We have all these originals on VHS tapes.
I can do better than that. Vince, because Vince is very meticulous with Beta.
We switched because Libby burned out a Beta machine when she was 2. Her favorite show was Follow That Bird. And of course, I was pregnant with PJ working night shifts, so I would lay on the couch because she would get up butt crack of dawn, so it's like I'm laying on the couch, dying, and she'll go, "Bird, Mama? Bird? Okay, Lips, we'll watch Bird." So you rewind the tape, you turn it on, she's good for 2 hours. So you're sitting there kind of half dozing listening to her, and then you get, "Mama, Mama, Bird, Mama, Mama, Bird." Okay, Lip, I'll rewind it again.
Do you still have the tape?
I do. Actually, the funny story was back then you didn't buy tapes; they were too expensive. You rented them. Well, we rented this tape, and about a year later, we get a call from the rental store. "Are you gonna bring this tape back?" What tape? they told us, we brought that back months ago, like last year. No. We had to pay a lot of money between buying the tape and all the late fees. We had to pay a lot of money. So we're moving from our 8-room Victorian to an apartment because Larry was being sent overseas. Guess what we found?
Do you still have it?
Buried underneath the toy box.
That's cute.
Oh yeah, we still have it.
Do you
So-
show it to your granddaughter?
I have not shown it to her because I don't have a beta machine anymore.
Oh, but go on YouTube.
But we bought it for Libby in DVD.
Oh,
Gave it to her for Christmas.
Oh, does your granddaughter like it?
Her favorite right now is Muppet Babies. The babies. In fact, that's where I was this weekend when I left early on Saturday. It was her second birthday Sunday.
When we went to Nashville, we stopped at Bucky's.
I got her a Bucky's bathing suit for her birthday.
I was just going to say, did you give it to her?
I did. I gave it to her. She was more interested in the gift of somebody gave her a Minnie Mouse pocketbook with the bright sparkly bow on it, and it had a cell phone and grasses in it. And she was, I've got a picture of her.
Girl's girl.
Oh, she's a girly girl. Absolutely a girly girl. She loves her bracelets. She's putting bracelets on all the time and necklace. And she's sitting there putting on the pink Minnie Mouse glasses, which has got the big bow on it. And she's trying to take a picture of herself with her cell phone. It's like, oh boy.
Oh, it's too cute.
Oh, she's a hoot and a half.
Does she, because that wasn't the big gift that you got her.
No, we bought her a swing set.
Does she use it? Or is
They
that
haven't been
free?
able to put it together yet because the weather's been so crappy.
Did you, when you came in here, did you see
It was
start snowing?
Yes,
Oh.
and it snowed. They got 7 inches in Massachusetts.
Did they really?
Yeah. Yep.
Because up in Clifton Park, it was snowing. Once I came over the Twin Bridges, halfway into Latham, it stopped.
Mhm.
But thank you, it did not stick. It was mostly water.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was almost gone by the time we headed home Monday.
Was it?
Yeah, it was almost gone. But
Oh, wow.
still,
Wow.
you know.
Still, you don't
Libby
think of
posted,
snow.
"What fresh hell is this?" It's like, Lib.
Wow.
This happens. It's the Northeast. There have been some winters or some springs. We had a blizzard in May. I remember it.
But your brain says,
Yeah, no.
No,
Once you get to
enough.
March, it's like, yeah, done.
Got to do the planting, because usually April, usually towards the end of April,
Hmm.
I try to get. I don't do a lot of tomatoes. I do tomatoes and peppers.
Actually, my dad taught me not to plant until after Mother's Day because there's always that risk that you could have a frost. So we never, because I grew up on a mini farm, we never planted. We usually put our plants in Memorial Day weekend because we were pretty sure by then we
That
weren't
it's
going to
gonna-
get anything. So we would put that in.
I think last year I did the week before, because I figured, because I know this year they're. Thank you for opening it on Saturday, and I don't have to be there. They're opening the pool the week of the 17th. Vince, my son.
May?
Yep.
Oh.
They open it.
Yeah,
they have
after
it
Mother's
opened-
Day.
Yep, they have it opened for the
Memorial
holiday.
Day. Yeah, for Memorial Day.
And for the ladies that know, my sister Jeanette is. When I say this, I know
With
she
all
was-
the love, Jeanette.
She's literally flying in, and that could mean 2 ways with my sister. But she is coming. She's coming back. She decided she was coming back.
To stay?
No,
Oh.
she's coming back for a week.
Oh, nice.
Because she hasn't, hasn't sufficiently tormented Vince and I enough. So she's coming back for the week, which will be nice. She's, I think, getting maybe next year. I think she's going to retire.
Oh, how old is she?
Jeanette is 18 months younger than I am. Older than younger than I am. I'm
Yeah,
older.
you're the oldest.
That's right. Yeah, she's 18 months. So she was born, I will be,
She's gonna be 65.
no,
No.
Jeanette's going to be 66.
Oh, because you're gonna, yeah.
I'm going to
okay.
be 67. She's going to be 66.
There's 18 months between you?
Yeah, because I'm July, she's September. So
Okay.
she's basically, I always remembered, is to talk to her, she's quite a bit younger, but ain't working, Jeanette.
Yeah.
So, but she's coming, yes.
All righty. Well, good. I'm glad
Yeah.
she'll stop in so
Oh,
we
yeah.
can say hi.
Yes. She loved the lady. Again, love the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love the ladies.
Yep. So, all righty. Well, I think we've covered everything. So we're going to call it a day. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Make your stitching count. That's our new phrase. Don't you like that? Make your stitching count. So we will see you next week. Have a good week. And for those of you who are doing open stitch, we are live in the shop starting this week. There will be no more Zoom. So I'll be here 6 to 8 tonight.
Oh,
Open
wow.
stitch Thursday for Diana, tomorrow at 10. And we have classes on Saturday, so depending on how many in the class will depend on whether we have open stitch on Saturday. Depends on how many we have, because I may not be able to fit everybody in
the room.
there,
Yeah.
depending on how many are participating. So, alrighty then. Bye-bye. See you later.